to you for how this team developed and what kind of game you saw for yourself getting toward late into the playoffs?
Yeah, what a turnaround from last year. It's been incredible to see everything come together. Starting in training camp, that was the first day as a group. Starting to see the city. I mean, before we played a game last year, city was unbelievable, but in the playoffs took it to a whole nother level. So I think we laid the foundation and we set the standards, and for the future and what's going to happen here. And it's been yeah, incredible ride for this group.
How much does it help confidence-wise for you that you put together two awesome performances in Game 7s and back-to-back series and the run that you had the second half of this year and everything to kind of get back to where you want to be?
Yeah, I think I settled in there after the break or like after Christmas a little bit. It's easier to get into a game flow once you play like every other day. If you play once a week, or it's hard to get into that rhythm for sure. Obviously, you have to earn it, and you have to. It's not given those chances. So yeah, you could say two successful, but I would say only one successful because we lost the other Game 7. So there's still like improvement and work to do. But in terms of how this group played throughout two playoff series, it's been pretty amazing.
Phil, as your game continued to elevate throughout the season after you came back from injury, what part did Steve Breer play in your evolution this season, or maybe you and Jonesy as well?
Yeah, I mean, Jonesy has been incredible. I was hurt for the first half, and he stepped up and he had an amazing run. So you need two goalies, and yeah. For now, I think it's just like a matter of working in the summer, and that same philosophy and the same mentality we had into the playoffs in the last part of the regular season, and take it into next year, and yeah, start where we left off this year.
Was Steve a part of that too as well, or was he just more supporting what you were working on in your game?
No, Stevie, I mean, you work with him every day, you watch video every day, and small details can make a huge difference. It's a game of inches, and he's been incredible all year for us. And one reason too why we gotten back to playing the way we can play, and yeah, he's a huge addition to the team.
How intense was that grind? 14 playoff games in 29 days, or was it just another extension of the regular season for you?
Just another extension of the regular season, but I love it because you play every other day, and playoffs is exciting, and I personally enjoy the grind. I think that's awesome. I think being on the ice, especially playing at home in front of our fans, it's been unbelievable, and it sucks to not keep that going and not have another home game at home. So that's the pain, but no, it's just another regular from the regular season into the playoffs. Doesn't change much.
You seem to get more run support you did in season 2 than in season 1. How much did it help you knowing that you couldn't even give up one mistake in a game like sometimes happened? In the first year, the team had more scoring ability.
Yeah. My mindset is not really, well, last year we could only score one goal. If you make a mistake, we lose the game. I think you got to have that mentality every year, every game as a goalie. Nothing can go by you. It doesn't matter if you can score one goal or 6 goals. Obviously, it's easier to win certain games if everybody can score, and we showed that throughout the whole year. And playoffs too, you look at our depth, and like we have 4 incredible lines. Everybody can score on that line, versus like some teams just had like 3 or 4 guys who can, yes, make a difference, but over the long run, you need everybody in order to win. And a lot of guys, when guys were injured, stepped up and scored. And our 4th line with Donnie and Spronger and Geek, sometimes like they did some incredible things for how little ice time they got.
So if you're a veteran in this league now, you've had a lot of off seasons. Does your mindset change in terms of what you're working on in an off season? Is there a specific part of your game you're
you're trying to improve now?
Yeah, it's going to sit down with Stevie and talk about a bunch of things and see what we can change and how we can step into that level right away next season, to the start of the season. But yeah, over the summer you take a couple days to digest, and then you look at the video and see like how can we get better, where can we maybe get an inch of advantage in certain areas. Yeah.
Is that looking at like trends of how goals are going in, or do you look at specific plays, or what kinds of things are you looking at to try to
that would be a good question for him. He's just presenting it to me and just talking up. No, but yes, it's looking at goals, looking at situations, angles, obviously, and then then it's a matter of getting on the ice and actually working on that stuff. It's one thing to look and watch like video, but you still have to get out and feel comfortable on the ice with like doing it. Obviously it's a little bit tricky if there's not any shooters around and not too many guys shooting at you to feel that kind of comfortable level, but yeah, it's video.
What is it about a heavy workload that you think brings out the best in you?
You just get in the flow. You just work. You compete and you work and you enjoy the grind.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Phil. Enjoy the offseason.